Hey everyone, welcome to the SearchNav support group's sprint release planning video. This is a release, right? Yeah, where we're going to show off all the cool stuff we worked on in the iteration that started back on May 22nd. I'll start off some smaller updates at the beginning of the iteration. I updated the pricing page in tandem with some of with the English version updates. Let me back up. I updated the localized pricing pages with the content that was updated on the English version regarding the pricing information changes that happened. The nav release 3.3.5 that had changes from Hanif and Tiemi. Tiemi will talk more about those, but that was cool to get those out. 2 case studies, they're still in review, but those are migrated over. Had an issue to replace some of the free trial links. Some of them were incorrect, and Sam pointed that out. I have an MR as well to fix all of the instances of those as well. That's in review. And then I do have something to demo if it works. Let's see. Hopefully everyone can see this okay, but this is the Marketo email template. It's still in review. Ali has to look it over and test it out and provide feedback, but the majority of the work in this iteration went to making this nifty template in Marketo. It has all the building blocks that Trevor designed, and they're all customizable in their own way. It was fun to learn more about Marketo through this, but yeah, looking forward to getting the feedback from that. Next, I'll pass it off to John.
Thank you, Megan. Well, for this iteration, I focus on the release of the localization in our page. So I work on translating the footer, on working on the metadata of our page, of our localized pages. Also, I worked on some fixes that we need before release and in the whole release of our localization. I do have a demo for this. Can you see it? So we are really happy to have this on production. It's a really long work and hard work by the whole team. And you can see that right now we have our language selected at the bottom of our page in the footer. We have 4 languages: English, French, German, and Japanese. So we have some localized pages, such as Enterprise or such as TeamOps. So all the redirections are handled, so the user will be navigating through the whole site in their preferred language until they move to a page that doesn't have localization. But we are working on localize every important page that we have in our site. That's it for me. I'll pass it over to Trevor.
Awesome. Thanks, John. So for this iteration, my primary focus has been the DevSecOps survey for Q2. Really excited how that's been progressing with collaboration from a bunch of different groups, and looking forward to seeing that through to release with Tiemi taking that on over today, tomorrow, so we can have a final release on June 8th for that. So yeah, really excited about that. I also was continuing to work through the DevSecOps assessment, so that's progressing really well, and at the latter stages of that. I did some support on the search suggestions, so what you're seeing with when you open up search and being able to see prior to writing anything in there, some suggestions that users can go in and kind of pick and choose from that if they're looking for something specific that we already have populated for them. And then the last thing here was really just some work around our DevSecOps World Tour page. So the main landing page, just being able to allow people who are interested in the events to be able to browse by location, or sorry, by region. So cities are grouped by North America, Europe, and APAC. So yeah, excited to support them with that and see, continue to see that series of events progress. Cool. All right. So I can pass this over to Tiemi.
Yeah. So recently I updated our resource menu. I changed our partners' images for their logos. Thanks Trevor, because he helped me with that. We made a new design for that. And also I added Resmo to our Alliance partners. And recently I did the human translation for a bunch of Japanese pages, and I started some German ones too. And like Trevor said, I will be working on the DevSecOps survey page tomorrow or maybe today. Yeah, that's it. I will pass to Lauren so she can talk about Javi's part.
Yeah, so Javi for this iteration also worked on some human translation issues to get those onto production. We removed the hover states from the AI solutions page feature cards and updated some site search tracking so that it's not firing two events in the data layer, and two customer case study migrations, the European Space Agency and SURF. He also worked on updating our Marketo template for this banner, and I'm going to go ahead and show my screen right here, and I'll just show like a demo. So he's working on updating this block of code in Marketo so that we can update it, and he made a lot of really good progress. You can see in his issue, he's given a really nice update on the progress, side notes, and then what the next steps will be for that project. So that will wrap it up for Javi. Related to these human translation issues, which is what I wanted to cover, is we have a team of translators. There's about 5 of them that are translating content for us. So we have all of their issues in this epic, and we can see the engineers that are helping facilitate getting that content onto the marketing site. And we did complete our first one today, so that is awesome. And we are going to shoot to get most of these done by the end of week, if not by next Wednesday. Another thing I wanted to show was we start documenting the contribution process for these translators, but really the big thing is I made 2 issue boards. One is an issue board for the digital experience level. So you can come here and see all of these translation issues, ones that are in triage. So let's translate our footer and our nav. All the ones that are assigned, we can see all of these over here. They are in progress. And then quite a bunch, over here ready to deploy. So it's just a nice way to keep track of how we're moving those translations through the pipeline. And then this board, which is in our buyer experience project, actually has our translators on it. And we'll assign the issues to the language for each translator. We're still working on that process, but that is where we're at with that. And then, is there anything else I wanted to go over? Tried to unconfigure the GDN from Fastly, broke everything again. So I'm not doing that. We're just pushing that one to the backlog for now. And yeah, that'll wrap it up for this iteration. Really good. Great job, team. We'll see everyone next time.